Hi there guys, Johnny's back again. So I'm going to give you a tour now that the rain has stopped. There's a little bit of blue sky showing on the horizon, which is a good thing. So I'm going to take you on a little tour now of the garden here at La Hacienda Hotel, which is in Grand Port, Mauritius, directly underneath the Lion Mountain, which is right at the back of my chalet. There's my neighbour's chalet there. So they're lucky enough to have a coconut tree right outside their house. So if the wind blows enough, they might get some free coconuts. So we're gonna first take a little walk down this direction towards the entrance. There's the local dog. It's always eating the bread that I throw down for the birds. So let's have a little walk down here. We might get a different view of the Lion Mountain. Beautiful old tree there, nice tropical tree. So there's some nice tropical birds up there. Right away, this is another coconut tree. It's even closer to the next neighbour's house. So I'm sure they got a couple of free coconuts during that wind. See if I can see any lying on the floor. But I'm sure if I speak to the guy at the guardhouse, that he might be able to find me a couple of coconuts. Don't think that'd be a problem. See there, blowing in the wind, bamboo, pretty tall, about 10 meters high. So they use bamboo in construction here. I think this gate is partly made of bamboo. This gate here, and the posts I'm not sure. I think they might also be bamboo. I'm really not sure. So let's have a little walk down here so we get another view of table of Lion Mountain. Beautiful tropical flowers here. That's what attracts all the birds. They feed on the nectar, some of them, or some of them feed on the insects that are attracted to the flowers. And during the mango season, you will see lots of flying foxes flying around here. Fruit bats, which are huge. I don't know if you've ever seen one, but they have the face of a fox. So if you can imagine a fox with wings, that's exactly what they look like. And you can see them flying around, but not very often at this time of year, on the east coast at least. There's not too many mangoes around here. And if there are, then there's a few monkeys close by, and they usually manage to take care of the mangoes if there are any around here. I think we've got a few monkeys at the back, closer to the mountain. Oh, there's a little shack here. I don't know what they use that for, probably storage. So a lot of bamboo growing there. Small banana plants. Other than that, just some shrubbery, pretty much. I think they use this as a storeroom. It's not actually used as for tourist accommodation. Actually starting to rain again now. Amazing. It's rained like for the third time this morning. So there you've got a classical use of some bamboo holding up the washing line, which unsurprisingly has no washing on due to the rain. Some broken fences there, which no doubt will be used to for a fire at some point. Some coconut husks, dried, which you can cut them in half and paint them, what some of the natives do. Say natives, I mean the local Mauritians. They could cut them in half and paint them, or use them as candle holders. That's what some people do. They've got an artistic streak. Some palm branches there, which are quite good fire material. And there's the old palm there. Nice and healthy, big old palm. But not as big as this one. As you can see, absolutely huge. I wonder how old that is. Probably older than me. So now we're walking in the other direction. This is all the grounds, the garden of the Hotel Hacienda. And it's quite extensive. Goes all the way along here, then up the hill. At the top of the hill there is a small giant tortoise sanctuary where you can see some giant tortoise. They're not very active. I was here yesterday, they just seem to be sitting there asleep. So Lion Mountain. There's actually two parts to Lion Mountain, but from this direction you can only see the one part. But hopefully I'll show you the other side. So this is one side of the garden here. This is the entrance to my little humble abode where I'm staying. So no, it's not starting to rain. It's actually just a few dribbles, spitting a little bit, but I don't think it's going to rain much anymore. So we're walking up this up the hill, up this path, which is made of volcanic boulders, and God knows how they made this. Must have been a lot of hard work dragging all them boulders up here. So there's one side of the garden. There's another little plantation of bamboo over there. So we're now making our way uphill. This old I keep calling it Table Mountain. We're not in Cape Town. We're in Grand Port, Mauritius. So this is another view of the Lion Mountain. So we've got these interesting little palms here, which are laden with their fruit or seeds. I don't know. I'm definitely not going to eat one. Otherwise I'll look like a palm tree probably the next day. But I don't see the birds eating them either, so they must be poisonous. So I wonder what would happen if I picked all those seeds and threw them all in the jungle. Come back in 10 years and there'd be a palm jungle here. So some beautiful flowers here, which no doubt attracts many birds and insects, butterflies. See a few butterflies here. But butterflies tend to like areas closer to the water. There's another palm there with its fruit. As you can see, little red berries. It's a different kind of palm. So there's another view of the Lion Mountain. So we've got a swimming pool here. A small swimming pool with a little children's paddling pool. That's a nice place to have a little dip. It's not exactly Olympic size, but it's nice for a little paddle around, and I might have a little go in there later, but wait and see. Nice place to sit with a glass of wine. Someone that you enjoy being with. So we're getting now to the back of the garden, closer to the mountain. So it's where it gets a little bit steep. There's a path going up that side, and I don't know where that leads to, but we shall find out in the next episode, because I'm going to try and get up there. It's actually quite difficult for me climbing up here because of my my leg injury. As I mentioned before in other videos, I broke my leg 2.5 years ago, and it's not fixed as well as it could have, so I find it difficult climbing up here. Even though I've got good rubber soles with good traction. It's just rained, so I've got to be careful that I don't slip. It's a nice old rock face there. I'm not sure what kind of rock that is. It's not, I don't think it's limestone, I don't know. I don't think it's volcanic either, but it's probably very old. I'm not really sure. So I want to try and concentrate on getting up here in one piece, not slip over. So just treading carefully. It's a little bit slippery, so I'm trying not to tread on the slippery volcanic rock, trying to stay on the concrete. I really don't, I can see it's really quite wet and slippery. I really don't need to fall over. Don't need that at all. So here, getting to the top part of the garden, here at La Hacienda in Adeline Mountain, Grand Port, Mauritius. So we're getting up a little bit higher now, trying to avoid the wet patches. So I'm not far from the tarmac road, which will be a little bit safer. It actually makes me quite nervous walking up here, terrified of slipping down, because no doubt I would hurt myself, and it's not a good idea. So I'm going to hold on to this rock, which is actually, it's not a good idea either, it's quite slippery. Actually, this is quite scary. Now there's some aloe vera, as you can see there. That is definitely aloe vera. You could break off one of those leaves from the big plant. That one's flowering. As you can see, it's flowering, that one. Bearing fruit, which you don't see in Europe. It's only in a tropical country where they would actually bear fruit. Yeah, you could break off one of those leaves and rub it all over your skin, and I could try and make myself look beautiful again. But I think I would need more than aloe vera. Maybe a cosmetic surgeon could help me with that. So, oh my God. I don't think it was a good idea, actually. Come up this far, it's a little bit slippery. I think I might wait, actually, until the sun comes out and dries all this slippery road, because I'm terrified of slipping over. Let me just test how slippery that is. Actually, it's not too bad. Come on, Johnny, be brave. Right, it's actually not that slippery. I've got rubber traction sandals on. Oh, it should be okay. Just take it easy, one step at a time. Sweet Jesus, tomorrow may never be not mine. So, it's a little bit of a jungle here. It's probably where the monkeys hang out. Normally you can see them swinging around the trees, but no doubt they don't like the rain. Probably hiding somewhere. Because generally when there's monkeys around, you can hear them rustling around in the treetops. Can't hear or see anything. So, got a little way to go. Testing the floor. No, it's not that slippery. So, see how far I've got to go. It's not that demanding. It's just I'm being extra careful not to slip over. Getting a little bit out of breath. It's quite steep. So do it slowly. Just slowly, take it slowly. Guacamole. Okay. So I wonder what that stick's doing in there. It's been an interesting story. Nice little rock there. God knows how many millions of years old that is. See, some of the wood has been freshly chopped down. They obviously use it for something. Maybe they dry it for firewood. Or they use it for building something. I don't know. So, get a little bit further, slowly, but surely. Don't tread on a leaf. It's a tropical version of a banana skin. Just don't tread on a leaf, especially if it's wet. I'll just tell you that now. Just a little tip. Well, it's really steeper than it looks. So there's a viewpoint over there where you can see the bay, the lagoon. But I'm gonna have to walk over wet grass. And there's a steep slope, and Johnny might be doing some downhill skiing if I try to walk down there. So better not. So we've reached the point where the giant turtles are. So hopefully if I don't slip on this grass, I'll be able to show you the turtles. Whoa, I'm quite out of breath. Not as young as I used to be. So this is the turtle sanctuary, and there's 4 turtles there huddled up together, and one of them is actually, he looks like he's trying to eat something. I think they feed them with locally sourced leaves and vegetation. That's what they seem to enjoy. So most of them are quite dormant at the moment. There's just one there, as you can see, seems to be chewing on something. Looks like a branch. So these are the giant turtles of Mauritius. And there are some more over the other side, which I'm not going to go to. And yeah, that's where they this is their sanctuary here. It's where they protect them, keep them safe, and presumably try and breed with them. Oh, he's making a bit of a noise there. I wonder how old they are. So there's a few mosquitoes flying around me now. I don't have any mosquito repellent on. So I'm taking a chance. I'm walking up closer to the viewpoint. Another big old rock there. I'll have to do some research, find out what kind of rock it is, how old it is. Be quite interesting. So it's a little water point where they can get a sip of water when they're thirsty. But seeing as they don't seem to do very much, I doubt if they get too thirsty. They're not the most active of animals. I think they prefer to just lay around and relax. And who can blame them? So it's a little bit muddy here, so be careful, Johnny. Lots of wet leaves and sticks. They say sticks and stones may break my bones. Well, I don't want that to happen, so I'm not going to tread on them. So here we're right at the top of the garden. You just see through the trees the Lion Mountain, right there. You can actually hike or climb up the mountain, but I'm not Chris Boddington. I'm not a mountaineer, so I think I'll leave that one out. So we're getting close to the viewpoint. So I'm risking my life here, taking you here. I hope you appreciate that. So the next piece of ground is private property.